Hi, this is my submission for the opportunity trigger audit logging challenge. So for this challenge, I'm just gonna demo you what I have done with the opportunities and how it's gonna work. So this is my developer org and I added the custom fields that are required. So and also the custom object logging. So also I'm gonna create a record opportunity record. So first thing you have to do is select the record type RECM WFMC. Let me do one thing. Let me go to setup. Let me also create a different record type. So now let's create a RECM opportunity. So these are all. So I did not give the status change date over here, and I'm trying to save it. So it's going to throw an error telling that the status change date is required on insert. So it's a required field for the either the RECM or the WFMC record types. So you have to specify the status change date. So now you are able to save it, but you can see that the status change date is blanked out as per the requirements, and you can see that there is a stage audit record, which is the stage name is prospecting and this. So now since I have created opportunity, let me go ahead and update it. So if you try to update something else other than the stage, it's not gonna ask you for the status change state. So it's not also it doesn't create a audit record as well, so it just updates it. But if you try to update the stage from a prospecting to value proposition and try to save it, it says that you have to put in the status change date. So let's put in the date and save it, and you can see that now the audit also has another record added, which is value proposition. So that's how it works. So now if you change it to, I added a stage called funded performing, which is additional pick list value that I added, and you see that the actual close date is blank. So let me save it, and now the actual close date is pulled from the status change dates date field, date value, not the time value but the date value. So this one is pulled, and you can see that there is a record for the audit. So this is for the RECM. So let me go ahead and create a opportunity for WFMC. All the features for the WFMC are same except for the actual close date on the when you change the stage to something else. So it created it. So the requirement for WFMC is the actual closed state has to be populated. If you change the stage from a regular stage to a closed stage, so that's a closed. Not looking- Okay, so that's the actual closed state which is changed. So this applies to RECM and WFMC record types only, and it does not apply to any other record type. So you can, like, if I try to create it doesn't, so it did not even ask me for the status change date. So that's basically it for the whole challenge. And coming to the technical details, I'm not just going through the code. You can look at the code and it's pretty explainable. I did put in all my comments, but I just wanted to show you the validation rules. So there are two validation rules. One is looking for the status change date when you're trying to insert it, and there is another validation rule. One is looking for the status change date when you're trying to update it. So the difference is when you're trying to insert it, what I'm doing is I'm checking to see a record when it is inserted. When doing the validation rule running, the created date for that record is always a null. So I'm taking advantage of that and I'm checking to see if it is null, and then the record type name, which is a formula field that I added. I'm checking to see the record type name, and I'm looking at the status change date if it is set to null or not. So that's how I'm doing this on an insert. On an update, I'm checking to see if it is the created date is not null and the previous value of the stage is different than the current value of the stage. If it is different and if the status change date is null, then throw an error. So those are the two different validation rules that I added, and they are working as expected and they are working good. So that's all I had. I hope you like my submission. Thank you.